Hello everyone, this is Steve with the Free Bullion Investment Guide. Today is May 31st and I'm doing a review and outlook price analysis video for silver and gold. I'm on the daily chart right now for this video, and in the last video that I posted last week, I left you with these bull flags in gold's price chart as well as silver. Silver broke above its bull flag, confirming it. And gold, for that matter, it consolidated in price, fell a little bit early in the week, and then at the second half of the week, it bounced back up, confirming the lines of the bull flag, but they're not set in stone. I would consider I mean, you're going to have highs and lows wherever, and you may have the line broken until the price actually moves up and breaks above it. Then it's confirmed, like it was in silver's price chart. As far as why it moved up, the second half of the week there was, well, one, we have the riots in the United States, which is creating unrest, as well as we have all this stimulus that's going on around the world by the world central banks and in Europe and in the United States. That's helping the price of silver and gold move higher. And also at the end of the week, there was some more emphasis on the strained relations between the U.S. and China, which also helped the price of gold move higher, and silver for that matter. Now, as far as what to expect out of the near future, out of the next week, out of silver and gold, again, we're on the daily chart. What I'm expecting out of silver is another, maybe some more move, another move higher, might try to break up to the 1890 level. I would be very surprised if it makes it all the way up to that level. What I'm expecting is another consolidation level, like we saw early in the week. Early in the year, back in January and February. Out of silver at this level right here, just above the 1765 level, and creating another bull flag before it breaks to the upside. And for gold, I'm really just waiting for it to break above 1750. I think we're still in consolidation mode. We basically started the week where we ended the week. It's, even though it's moved down and then back up, it's basically moving sideways, consolidating in price. Then some buyers come in. But again, I think we need just for the profit takers to get out of the market and for buyers and speculators to come back in to see the price continue to rise above 1750. Now, I do expect it to break 1750 sometime in the future, but that's just the thing. It's going to happen sometime. Nobody knows when, but it will happen soon, likely, especially with all the liquidity in the markets. Once the market actually starts to crank back up and we get out of this phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 with coronavirus, and we actually get our freedoms back, then I expect economic activity to start back up. And unfortunately, we may see some inflation come into the market from all the spending, the stimulus, and so on. And that goes for silver as well. Half of silver's market is industrial industry. And well, likely when industry starts to pick back up, we'll see it move higher in price. So as also what we're seeing in the MACD and the RSI, we're seeing gold in neutral territory in the RSI for silver. We're seeing it in overbought territory as well as in the MACD. That doesn't mean that it won't move higher. It could easily continue to move higher a little bit, but it won't move higher much unless like something unforeseen happens in the markets. Now, what's the 4-hour chart telling us? The 4-hour chart tells us that, as far as silver, that, again, we could continue to see it move up a little bit. It does look like it's starting to hit a bit of a top here before it starts to consolidate. Maybe it'll consolidate a little bit before it moves back up. But again, I go back to what I stated just a few minutes ago, is that I expect another consolidation level above 1765, like we saw back early in the year, to happen again for silver. And below that, 1650 is support, but I don't think we'll be seeing 1650 anytime soon. So, and for gold, I expect it to continue to consolidate at the 1705 level before it breaks above 1750. This again is the 4-hour chart, and in the 4-hour, it's also in neutral territory. On the MACD and the RSI, it's a little bit above neutral territory, but again, I mean, as far as looking at the 4-hour chart, you can see a bit of a negative pattern taking shape right here, a rising wedge. So we'll likely see it come back down and continue to bounce sideways before it decides to break above 1750. I'm not going to keep that there. So that's it for this week's review and outlook for silver and gold. I thank you for your time. Take care and God bless.